Hello, my name is Nell, and today I'm going to be talking about something I refer to as the disability tax, which is essentially the price difference you have to pay for being disabled. If there's a price that somebody would pay when they're able bodied, and then you pay a little bit extra because you live with disability, that's what I refer to as the disability tax. It is incredibly frustrating. It is basically gatekeeping life, and I want to vent about it and just raise awareness because I think a lot of people aren't aware of it. Before I get too far into it, hello, my name is Nell, and I have things to say about disability, chronic illness, mental health, and occasionally current events. If that sounds like something that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel. Come back every second Wednesday when I upload new videos. Let me know what you think of my videos in the comments section, and if you know of somebody who would benefit from or enjoy one or more of my videos or the whole channel, please feel free to share a link with them. So, like I said, the disability tax isn't like a standard tax. It's not a proper tax, but it's a nice, easy way of describing what this is. And I will give you an easy example so that you can get to know what I'm talking about. My partner and I were looking for a hotel to travel out of town for a friend's wedding. We are not excessive people. We are not, fancy people. All we wanted was somewhere that's, nice and clean to stay for a night. So some of the places we could find were $100, but they weren't wheelchair accessible. The cheapest wheelchair accessible hotel room was $160 a night. Between $100 and $160, $60 was my disability tax, the price I have to pay for living with disability. I can't stay in the cheaper hotel room. I can't. I physically cannot. As much as I would love to, as much as my tastes would absolutely be satisfied with that cheaper hotel room, I cannot stay there. I need to pay more because I'm disabled. There might be certain places that I have to go because I'm disabled. I would love to go somewhere else, but I need to go somewhere more expensive because I'm disabled. To get out of bed, I pay a disability tax for my bed. I can't just buy a bed that's costs a couple of $100 or a mattress that's a couple of $100. I need to buy a bed that's $5,000 because it's mechanical and it's electronic and it's adjustable, because without it I can't get out of bed. That's my disability tax. As happy as I would be with a bed frame that's $100, I can't do it. I have to buy the more expensive bed because I'm disabled. To even move around my house. For you to move around your house, you use your two legs and you use them for free. For me to move around my house, I pay a $30,000 disability tax for my wheelchair. And a lot of this is covered by funding. But it's still a tax. It's still the extra price that people with disabilities have to pay just to keep up. And if people wonder why we don't do more with our lives sometimes this is it. I can't catch a bus around here because these buses around my area aren't wheelchair accessible. So if I have to use public transport, I have to pay for a taxi, a wheelchair taxi. That's a disability tax. Paying for a taxi, which to go like 5 minutes into town is $15. So if I want a round trip, it's $30 for, 5 minutes in, 5 minutes out of town. $30 because I live with disability. That's the disability tax. We pay extra because we live with disability. The fun side thing to that is that we often live with less income because we live with disability. We either live entirely on a pension or we work less hours because of our disability. Or for some people with disability, they just get paid less. They just get paid less per hour because they're disabled. So we get paid less, we live on less income, and then we have to pay more to actually engage with life. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. Even just the tax of, living with chronic illness. There could be a chronic illness tax. I pay hundreds of dollars every fortnight for the medication that keeps me functioning. Because if I don't take 80 pills a day, I don't function. Yeah, it's frustrating, but what can you do? That's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out my Instagram and my TikTok. I'll see you next time. Bless.